welcome to Orchard Central. This is the first high-rise shopping mall in Singapore. 12-story high with 2 basements at the bottom. So where we are standing on is actually a former canal where we slept over, create an extended living space. Came out with this idea of this linear shopping mall that is high-rise and that is broken out into different clusters. So different people enjoy different experience at different places. So you don't feel like another shopping mall. So this is another experience we want to do.
Did you at any time ever run out of inspiration for this building?
I never believe in sitting down and just stay in the room and expect ideas to fall upon you, it doesn't work that way. So our team trying to have inspiration via various means. We can just go relax, have some games, or even just doing nothing, just observing people. Sometimes Eureka just strike you. It's like, hey, let's try this. Things just happen. Don't be so stagnated by this idea must come. So you just stay there and just hope for the best. It doesn't work that way.
As an architect, we are supposed to like design buildings and stuff like that.
What if it doesn't meet up to what we imagined it to be?
To a certain extent, some aspects of Orchard Central, to be frank, didn't really live up to what we had intended it to be. But we will be very happy if we can reach about 80% of what we have wanted to do because of time constraint, budget constraint, etc., etc. So we have to just live and let live. There's always ideas that cannot be realized that I can always bring forward to the next project. The next shopping mall, the next office building, the next residential, doesn't matter. So just don't give up the idea. Just bear in mind and work to the best of the situation at the present moment.
Does architecture just end after creating the building?
No.
So
I can tell you a flat no. I believe in revisiting my old jobs, but not as an architect, but more as an end user at the end of the day. To see whether what our team has created in the first place makes sense or works. If it doesn't work, why it doesn't work, and I will feedback then to the client that hey, maybe we could have done it in another way. Would you like to improve upon it? Then I'll show my proposals, and if they accept it, we'll do it. Then at the end of the day, everyone is happy. So don't ever be complacent. Yeah, the word. Once you complete something, then forget it. If you see value in that work, please carry on that work to bring it up to the next level. Then you achieve another sense of satisfaction.
I find art and architecture similar in a way that it has a gradual progression of its development. After completing a piece of painting, sketch or so, you get to see the final product, which is the same for architecture as well. The sense of accomplishment is just great.
Samson's work, especially in Orchard Central, has given me a sense that architecture is not just about just building a building, just designing a building. It's also about invoking feelings. Because as I went through Orchard Central, the first few floors, okay, I thought it was just another shopping mall, but the more I went up, the more I found out, wow, it's different. It's like going through an entirely different building every few floors. It's that kind of feeling that maybe someday I would incorporate into my design.
Having walked you through the different spaces, the different creation, my explanation, what do you feel now when you're on the level 12, the pinnacle of the Orchard Central?
The further you go up, the more relaxed you feel. Yeah. So you finally end it at the top.
Which is what we wanted to achieve. I'm glad you feel that way.
And there's always something new, that's what I like about it. So every place is different, so it's like a new experience each time you enter a different level.
Yeah, there's always this dilemma, who comes first? Architecture, art, architecture, form, function, etc., etc. There's always this dilemma of which comes first. Art, form follows function, or function follows form, or whatsoever. We cannot be too selfish in the way we design things. We have to accept and to learn to adapt and how to change to achieve the end result, which is good for everybody. Everyone is happy with.
You've been an architect for what, 10, 20 years now. So what keeps you going?
I've been architect for 6 to 7 years.
It's not that old.
I'm not that old. So what keeps me going? Yeah. It is comments, and satisfaction, whether good or bad. I'm very, very thick-skinned. You have to be thick-skinned. Don't be so traumatized or affected by certain comments. So that keeps me going. This thinking that I'm always improving. I'm always creating something, and I'm always learning. from the conceptualization stage or hand sketch stage, when the model is just this small to this big, to slowly this big, to this big, and finally to this 1:1 size building. And having seen the spaces becoming real, we have really see realization of this dream. It's like a movie script. It's a long process, 10, 20 years perhaps to write a script, to direct a script, to cast a script, to coordinate the script with different people, but the end result, if people applaud it to a certain level, it's fine, and we're happy with it. So I hope to see you guys completing a job one day, and seriously, please bear in mind, never give up, keep your passion alive, just keep going and going, and always remember to invite me back to see your building one day.
Architects definitely make an impact because architecture is part of a country's culture. Without architecture, there's no culture, it's just a bunch of buildings. With architecture, it gives a sense of aliveness. It makes the difference. It makes the impact. After the trip, it gives me a chance to seriously consider being an architect.
I'm very inspired by this trip because I've learned a lot from Sensen about architecture. I think it's something new every time. It's project after project. So each project will be different according to its theme, its place, its people. This is something that I can see myself doing in the future.